Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are
Hopefully Awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is Smallville. Smallville. What is she doing?
I do not know.
Our dog is talking, maybe? Like her mouth is just, yeah. Oh, woof. My name is Lucy. This is only good for the video watchers. Yeah. Listeners aren't really getting anything out of this. Hey, but this is our weekly Smallville recap show where we go back and we watch Smallville week by week, episode by episode. We are on season 2, episode 17, and it's been going pretty good so far. If this is your first time checking us out, thanks for stopping by. We hope you enjoy. But now, Maggie, it's time to move on because we're going back to Smallville. Almost lost my microphone there. Like kicked my microphone away. It got like really, that's why it got so quiet when I said it.
It flew up into space.
All right. Maggie.
What?
Hope you're ready to shit your pants. Because this episode's a goddamn banger. All right. This shit is the fucking best. I've been waiting for this episode probably since episode 1.
Okay.
Right? Definitely since we were looking ahead at season 2.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it, I can't wait. Because that's why we watched Superman, the movie, in the middle between season 1 and season 2. So this would mean more. And dude, I'm just, God, so fucking good. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Smallville. Season 2, episode 17, ROSETTA. That's right, everybody. Episode 38 overall. Original air date was February 25th, 2003, the last of the February sweeps episodes. They went out with a banger. I'm going to say it. This might be the best episode of the season. I don't know. It's tough. With a season full of bangers, this one's up there. Yeah. Like, I mean, Red is really good. Heat's really good. Yeah. But I mean, God, ROSETTA. I mean, come the fuck on. It's just so good. All right. Written by Algo and Miles Miller. Mm-hmm. Previous episodes include The Pilot, Metamorphosis, Zero. That's Lex's Club episode. They worked on the story for it. They did the teleplay for the episode Tempest and the story for Vortex and wrote Lineage. Yeah. Lineage was the one that went back to The Pilot. Yeah. Directed by James Marshall. Previous episodes include Nicodemus, Crush, Heat, and Insurgents. Another banger of an episode. All right. So we've decided to go ahead and start recapping all those people. To be honest, it's been like a week since we did the last episode. We kind of did a few back to back. So I don't really remember what all we did during all of those episodes. So ongoing gags and stuff that I was supposed to do this week. Who the hell knows what's going to happen? All right. I don't know. You don't know. She don't know. Nobody. Ain't nobody know nothing. So we begin this episode.
Benoit Blanc.
Oh, is he back? He hasn't been here in 4 episodes.
Oh, my bad.
I'm joking. All right. In the sky over Smallville, Clark is flying. No. He's flying through the skies of Smallville, and then he lands in the Kawachi Caves. He stops in front of the circular etching surrounding the keyhole, stands upright, and puts the key into the hole. When he touches it, a burst of light encompasses Clark, and then... Get out of the way, asshole!
You're laying in the road. You got no shoes on.
That's what they say as they drive by.
Yeah.
Clark wakes up and he is confused to find himself in the middle of the road in his pajamas. A car speeds towards Clark, stopping just short of hitting him. And who should get out of that car, Maggie? Lexery Luthor. That's right. Lex gets out of the car, confused to find Clark in the middle of the road. And he said, "Play the best song in the world, or I'll eat your soul." So we looked at each other, and we each said, "Okay." And we played the first thing that came to our heads, and it just so happened to be the best song in the world. Now we go to the counts. Oh, wait, but before we go to the counts.
Oh.
Somebody save me. We caught it.
Matt should be arrested for that.
No, we caught it, Maggie. We caught it. All right. Everybody, listen. Christmas break is over. All right. It's time to get back to the real fucking work. Okay. So we're at the Kents. And Lex has given Clark a ride home. Clark tries to sneak in, but old Clarky Clark. And boy, listen, you can't run nothing by those old Kent folks. You know what I'm saying, Maggie?
I know what you're saying.
His parents catch him in the act, and they're like, "Son, where have you been all night?"
I woke up and I was in the middle of the road.
And Martha's like, "Well, were you sleepwalking?" And Clark says he's not sure how much walking was involved. Get it? Because he was flying.
Yeah. Huh.
He flew. Then Clark tells them about the strange dream and says he believes the caves are calling out to him, trying to give him answers. Jonathan tells Clark that it's dangerous, boy, and I don't want you to find out anymore. You need to just go on and get now. Go on. You need to get to school. Go, get. Go on.
Okay.
Clark wants to find out more anyway.
I'm going to find out who my real family is.
So we go to Lex's. Again, Maggie?
Matt, it's been a week since we filmed this
Dad,
stuff.
you have no idea what I'm capable of.
Dad.
Or wait, yeah. That's it.
Dad, you have no idea what I'm capable of.
Yeah, that's the quote. I'm pretty sure. Dr. Walden walks in. Hi, Lex. I'm Dr. Walden.
Yeah, I paid you. What did you find?
Lex questions his decisions regarding removing segments of the paintings from the caves. He's like, Dr. Walden, I think you're trying to cut me out of the process here. And listen, the State Preservation Society is objecting to your intention to remove a section of the cave wall. And I'm on the verge of LexCorp losing custodianship of the caves because of your stupidness.
Well, Mr. Luthor, we usually take sections of walls when we find things like this to take it back to the lab to study.
Fuck you.
Excuse me? You're the one that's paying me. I'm the
Listen,
expert.
Dr. Walden.
I am the linguist.
You don't cut
expert.
me out, all right? I believe my dad's behind trying to take over the thing, and you don't want Lionel Luthor running your fucking caves.
Isn't he blonde?
Not anymore.
What?
I think, right? We've got through that episode,
yes,
right?
yes.
Dr. Walden says he's on the verge of a major breakthrough. And Lex says, 3 days. I'll give you 3 days. Whether Dorothy flies or not, after 3 days, I'm out of here.
Okay. Who's Dorothy?
He's back. Bill's back.
Bill Pax.
It's the Twister. It's Twister. He says that one day.
I know, honey. I know that. I know.
Hey, you see, there was this film called Twister. Philip Seymour Hoffman was in it. All right. So now we go to school.
S is for school.
And Pete is just so enthusiastic about a family tree project they've been assigned. Chloe, Clark, and Lana are all collectively objecting because their families are just so goddamn complicated. Chloe says, quote, "There's just so many variables to take into account. Like, what if your mother abandoned you? Is that branch of your tree just technically cut off?" And Lana says, "Yeah, and what if your biological father comes back into the picture? Which family do you claim?" Clark says, "What if you're adopted?" Pete says, "Okay, I get the point, but is it my fault that I'm part of a nuclear family? Is it?" Chloe says, "Unfortunately for the rest of us, our nuclear family was nuked years ago."
God, Pete. Like, yeah, rub it in their faces that he knows who his mom and dad are and where they're at and everything. And they're not dead. Just keep on Rub it into their faces, man.
Sorry.
Sorry, orphans.
I was going to say, sorry, Mr. Sullivan. You got any beers?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. And so Lana suggests that they all should get together at the Talon to start on it. But just then, Clark begins to hear a high-pitched ringing. He clutches his head, but Lana and Chloe don't hear a thing. The noises continue, and Clark doubles over in pain. Clark says that he has to leave and stumbles out, looking worried and puzzled. Lana and Chloe watch him go. They're like, I hate to see him hurting, but I'm glad to watch him leave. Butts. Chloe and Lana just start chanting butts as Clark runs away. More like asses still, am I right?
Yeah.
Bounce a quarter off that thing. Boink. Now we're at the campfire. Clark follows the noise to his barn where he finds it emanating from the key, glowing in its hiding spot in the tackle box. It stops glowing and ringing when Clark picks it up. He then goes to the caves and stands in front of the octagonal recess. When he holds the key out in front of him, the key flies into the recess and the symbols around it align while shining red, yellow, and blue. A burst of energy shoots through Clark, lifting him into the air. When the beam stops, Clark collapses. Once again, Lex discovers Clark under unusual circumstances. Lex shakes Clark awake. He is disoriented. Dr. Walden appears and asks Clark how he got past the guard. Having found Clark unconscious twice in one day, Lex is worried and tells Clark he needs to get checked out. Clark says he just needs to get home and leaves. But when he's gone, Dr. Walden tells Lex that Clark surely knows more than he admits. Dr. Walden says, Lex, there's more to Clark Kent than meets the eyes. Clark Kent. More than meets the eye.
Clark Kent.
Hey, everybody. We got a show called Going Back to Beast Wars. Check that out. It's a podcast about Transformers and Beast Wars. That's why we're making a lot of Transformers references.
Oh my God.
Rhinox is a rhino.
What?
So now we're at the torch. And Chloe is just finishing up at the torch when Lana asks to borrow her computer. Chloe leaves and Lana starts to download her homework. She sees a download labeled CK.
Calvin Klein?
CKNY. Lana clicks it out of curiosity and finds photographs of Clark and Chloe at last year's spring formal. A song starts playing and it says, look at this photograph. Every time I see it makes me laugh. How did our eyes get so red? And what the hell is on Joey's head?
This is where I grew up.
Chloe returns to see Lana looking at the pictures and gets pretty fucking pissed that Lana is snooping. Lana is genuinely sorry, but Chloe is just too fucking upset to listen. She declares the torch office off limits and Lana leaves. As she's walking away, Chloe tells Lana that she did tell Clark how she felt about him when he was sick, but he murmured Lana's name in his sleep. That's right. So now Lana is aware that Chloe read the letter.
Yeah.
And because Lana found the letter.
Yeah.
And so now it's okay that Lana knows what the letter said because now Chloe has told her.
Yeah.
Okay. Just,
Good job.
Trying to make sense of all this teen drama.
Yeah,
You know?
you navigated that well.
Thank you. At the Kent farm. Weed.
We grow weed.
I like to dream, yeah. Boom, 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 right between the drum machine. Boom, 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 boom. Well,
Jonathan.
you don't know.
Jonathan, you need to stop playing with Jonathan.
Won't you take all them to me? Fantasy will get you free.
Jonathan.
Close your
Jonathan.
eyes, girl. Look
Jonathan.
inside, girl.
Jonathan, you've taken my job away from me.
Hey,
Jonathan.
Martha.
Yeah, turn that crap off.
You want some weed?
No, I'm too busy making cherry pies.
Cheese by cherry pie.
Go away, God.
Hey, listen, Martha. Oh. Clark, we're going to be loading up some hay in a pickup truck.
Huh?
Yeah, and Clark's like, hey, Dad, so I've stopped having those dreams. And they talk about the new baby, and Jonathan is like, Clark, listen, this is a big adjustment, but a happy one.
Yeah.
And this is a secret we're not going to have to keep, all right? This is one we're happy to share. And Clark's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan's like, shit, Clark, I'm stoned. I don't know what I'm talking about, man.
I mean, you're making me feel like crap, Dad.
Nah, I just meant like, it's a real pain to keep your secret. And like with this baby, we don't have to worry about that.
I thought you loved me.
We do, but it's just a pain in the ass,
You're the pain in the
like,
ass,
imagine
Dad.
if like we didn't have that burden on us, maybe I could grow something more than weed, something legal.
What do y'all do on this farm?
Listen, Clark, you don't understand.
Go to sleep, Dad. God, I'm going to go talk to Mom.
It's a secret. Clark.
No, it's not a secret. I'm going to go talk to Mom.
Clark's like, is it a secret or would I not understand? John says, Clark, it's a secret. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, so it's both. Thanks.
But then Martha and Jonathan come out to go somewhere.
She's going to go to a doctor's appointment.
And Clark hears the ringing again. And suddenly Clark goes, oh, fuck.
It's happening again. Jonathan. Is this over?
Lana! Oh, fuck!
Sexy high school teacher.
His heat vision activates. Hey. Her name is Cassandra? No, I can't think of it. It was on the TikTok. Anyway, his heat vision kicks in and he burns the side of his barn uncontrollably. But when it stops, he and his dad rush to put the fire out just as Chloe drives up to take Clark to school. All four are shocked to see a Kryptonian symbol burned into the barn wall. Chloe takes a photograph.
Yes, she does.
Fucking
Talking about invasion of somebody's privacy.
Hey, man. Wow, good job, Maggie. Jonathan covers the symbol up with boards and they send Chloe away. Clark feels guilty for almost burning the barn down and informs his parents that the symbol means hope. Martha and Jonathan are like, wait, how the fuck can you read that shit, Clark? And Clark's like, well, Pa, I kind of did the one thing you told me not to do and put the disc inside of the cave wall and it downloaded me with language.
What? I told you.
And they're like,
we told you not to do that.
Guys, don't worry, though. I mean, the key, I'm pretty sure it disintegrated. And John's like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, what if Dr. Walden or Lex find it down there? And he's like, listen, it was fine. It was worth the truth. Wait.
Huh?
It was worth the risk. Get a secondhand high off of you, Dad. My God.
Benoit?
Listen, it was worth the risk to find the truth, Mom, Pa. I gotta know who I am. I gotta know who my family is.
Because family don't run. Family don't run.
We're back at the town. Clark is ostensibly doing his family tree worksheet, but he is really practicing his Kryptonian writing skills, putting symbols in the blanks for father and mother. Lana approaches. She admits that she and Chloe are not talking right now over a breach of privacy, and Clark quickly assumes that Chloe is at fault, but is surprised to learn that it was, in fact, Lana who was the one snooping.
Yeah.
Lana still feels guilty and says the incident reminded her that she just isn't a part of anybody's family. Clark tells her that he's been researching his roots, but it's been freaking his parents out. Lana advises he should stop. He shouldn't stop.
No.
And she notices the symbols on his family tree, and Clark abruptly crumples it up, throws it away, and leaves. Lex arrives, and he and Lana are confused as to Clark's hasty exit. Lex sees Clark crumpled up drawing and takes it with him.
Ooh, is this a treasure map?
Oh, Clark's trash is
Clarkery.
Lex's treasure. My ear's hurting. So now we go to Lex's.
Dad, you have no idea what I'm capable of.
Lex shows Clark's paper to Dr. Walden. Walden doubts that Clark could have deciphered the symbols.
What? These are just not as perfect as the scribbles in the cave, Lex.
It could be real, or it could just be chicken scratch.
It's just, I think he's just doodling.
Well, I'm Dr. Walden, and this is what I say. I'm gonna read some cave walls, and that is what I do.
Thanks for making fun of me, Lex. Anyways, Mr.
No,
Luthor.
that was Dr. Walden.
It was Dr. Walden.
It was me.
That was me?
Yeah.
Anyways, Mr. Luthor, I believe those are just teenage boy scribblings. It's just what he saw in the cave, and he's just trying to write it down.
Yeah, then explain this, bitch.
Oh.
And shows him a photograph of the burned barn on the cover of the Smallville torch. And Dr. Walden says, it's a hoax.
It's a hoax.
Lex insists that something happened to Clark and tells Dr. Walden to work with him, saying he might be the Rosetta Stone he needs to decipher the language.
Oh, that's the name of the episode, Rosetta.
So now we're at the torch. And Clark is annoyed at Chloe for publishing the story because people have shown up to see the barn symbol.
He's like, yeah, we're like a circus sideshow thanks to you, Chloe.
Yeah, but Chloe is not very apologetic because she thinks it is intriguing and deserves to be investigated.
No.
Clark myopically says he'll let it go if Chloe can forgive Lana for snooping. And Chloe's like, fuck you, Clark. This is the one time Lana Ling doesn't need you to save her.
Oh.
And their argument is interrupted when Chloe discovers she has dozens of identical emails from someone named V. Swan. But they are all for Clark. They open the email, which is Chloe's picture of the barn wall with the word hope under it. And the message says, I have something for you. Get inside my fucking barn. Bow, wow, wow, wow.
Click on the next email to see a different image.
Oh, I got something that'll give you hope, all right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That hurts.
Now we're at Clark's loft. Clark gets Pete to bring his laptop to his loft so he can contact Swan without Chloe or his parents looking over his shoulder. And then he gets an instant message back from Swan.
Hey, Clark.
It just says, in Kryptonian, bleep, barp, bleep, bloop. Wah.
That means I love you.
And it says, I'm a friend. You got a friend in Swan. You got a friend in Swan. When the Swan is up ahead, and you know that Swan is here for you. You got a friend in Swan. 3, 4. You've got Toy Story.
I was like,
4.
this 5.
Oh my god. In the caves.
I just thought of something.
What?
About the instant message.
What?
What if, V. Swan also sent another message after that. He put ASL question mark.
Aegis exclamation. He should have sent another Kryptonian letters that just says, what are you wearing?
You want to see something cool?
All right. Dr. Swan, he just, he loves reaching out to teenage boys. We're not ruining this. I'm ending it here.
I'm sorry.
I'm ending it.
Okay.
We're ending it here.
I'm sorry. I just thought of that.
It was funny. I'm
Okay.
proud of you.
Thanks.
But we're done.
We're done.
I'm telling that to me
Okay.
because I know me
Hey.
and I'm done.
Hey, Matt.
What?
You're done.
I'm donezo. Dr. Walden finds the key wedged sideways in the wall of the cave.
Oh, look at here. There's this octagonal disc. Oh, it looks like it can fit into this hole right here. I'm going to put it into the hole.
First time Dr. Walden's ever put anything in a hole, if you know what I'm saying. Virgin.
I'm going to put this disc into the wall. Man, is this like what? Is this what sex is like?
Dr. Walden caresses the hole.
Oh, yeah. You're going to talk to me, baby.
And then the hole strikes back and fucking opens up, but it makes like a weird symbol. And then it fucking bursts all over him. Clark arrives to see a burst of energy throw Dr. Walden back. He rushes over to revive him and quickly pockets the key. At the hospital, Dr. Walden is taken to the hospital completely catatonic with cataracts over his eyes. Lex is there and questions Clark about his involvement with the 3 recent strange events in the caves. Clark, there's been 3 crazy events, and you've been there all 3 times. What does it mean, Clark? What does it mean?
I don't know, Lex. What does it mean?
What does it mean, Clark?
Lex, what does it mean?
What does it mean?
What does it mean,
What
Lex?
does it mean?
Lex, you own the place.
Listen,
you're supposed to keep up with
I'm
it.
convinced that you can read the language. Because look at this. I found your trash, you fucking teenager.
I was just scribbling.
I think you know more.
Lex,
I
what
think,
does it mean? What does it mean,
I think
Lex?
you know more, and I think this is an alien language.
Lex, no, it's not. That's just scribbles.
Yeah? Well, I'm scribble this. Oh,
No!
Kia! Wow! Oh. That's right. I fucking karate chopped you.
Is your hand okay?
Is your dick okay?
It's okay. Is your leg okay from where you kicked me?
It was a karate. You don't kick a karate chop.
Well, you said something.
Just then, a courier arrives with a letter for Clark. It's raining. And he's like, "Are you Clark Kent? I've got something for you. A letter. Us and the boys down in the office had a bet going. I was told to deliver this letter at this time on this day to a Clark Kent. And it's been sitting in here for over 50 years.
What?
Are you Clark Kent?"
Yeah, I am.
All right, well, read it. And Clark opens it up.
My contacts are getting dry.
And Clark says, "It's the Doc. He's alive. He's in the 1800s, but he's alive.
He's alive?
What are you talking about, son? Do you need help?"
No.
No.
There's
There's only one man that can help me. Bum, 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 ba-da-da, bum, 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 ba-da-da. Yo! Doc, it's me, it's Marty.
Great Scott.
It's possible I just sent you back to the future. I know, Doc, I know, but I'm back.
I'm back from the future.
Great Toscato. So Clark takes the letter to the elevator. And he opens it. It's a postcard from Virgil Swan with another Kryptonian symbol and Swan's address in New York City.
Oh, it's a date. I'm sorry.
No, Maggie. Shit, Maggie.
I'm sorry. It was there.
So now we're at the torch. Chloe informs Clark that Dr. Virgil Swan is a brilliant but reclusive physicist and has a company that maintains extensive space communications devices. He sold his company, donated the millions to charity, and currently devotes himself to searching for intelligent life in the universe.
Ooh.
Me. She tells Clark that the address is to the New York Planetarium. The Planetarium.
It's a New York Planetarium where you could go see stuff in space like stars and asteroids and planets.
God damn it. Chloe guesses that Swan thinks the symbol on Clark's barn is important and urges Clark to go find out why. Boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom, boom.
Back to the Future. So now we're at the Kents. And Clark's parents object to him going to see Dr. Swan, saying that all anybody wants to do with Clark's secret is exploit him. But Clark insists that he can't rest until he learns more about his secret origins.
Mom, Dad, I have a secret friend. And this friend, he can read Kryptonian.
I met him online.
I met him online.
He's a reclusive old man.
And we IM'd each other.
What the hell's an IM, Clark?
Instant message.
Well, back in my day, if you wanted to message somebody, it wasn't all that instant.
Jonathan, have you been watching Blue Collar? You've been watching that crap again, haven't you?
You didn't bring that truck with you, did you?
Oh my God! Get it, Clark.
Clark says, "Dad, I have got all of these questions, and I can't leave them in the storm cellar anymore. Why'd my parents put me in that ship? What was so bad they had to send me away? I have to do this." Jonathan says, "Clark, then let's go together. We'll go as a family." And Clark says, "Dad, I have to go it alone. It's the only way. But no matter what I find out, it's not going to change the way I feel about you. You're still going to be my mom and dad."
Oh.
This is that like... This is like
I thought she was falling.
19 minutes into Full House.
Yeah.
Like the music starts playing and they're like, "Oh, Dad.
We're a family.
Dad.
We're a family again."
Oh, Michelle got her memory back." So now we're in New York City. Got ourselves a couple of city slickers here. And Clark walks in.
Country slicker. That's what
Clark. Here's how we do things up here in New York City, boy.
Wait,
you ain't one of them Kansas boys, are you?
I am, sir.
Yeah, you don't like going down there on the farm, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't never seen a taxi like this before.
No.
Go on, get you a New York slice at Sbarro or something.
Sir?
Yes.
Why does your accent sound like the people from Maine?
Yeah. You ain't know nothing about the Jets.
The Giants?
And the Yankees. Yeah, the New York Mets, baby.
New York Mets, baby.
The New York Mets, because when you're here, you mess with all of us, because we're family.
I'll watch the New York Knicks on
All
NBA.
right. So you've arrived at the planetarium.
Are you okay, sir? Sir, you sound like you're having problems.
Get out of my taxi. Get out. You've arrived.
I keep on waiting for you to call me a Yankee, but
Clark, get down.
Dad, it's you. You traumatized.
No, I'm just an old
Dad,
taxi driver
you
from
said you were
New York City.
No, it's you.
Go Mets, baby. Get you one of them hot dogs.
Dark Wizard. I play this card.
Clark, you have activated my trap card.
Dad, go back to Smallville.
I will place this card face down and end my turn. Clark enters Dr. Swan's room and shut up, Maggie. Don't ruin this.
I'm trying not to. That's why I'm getting away from the microphone.
And Clark meets Dr. Swan. All right, everybody listen. We're going to take it down a notch. All right? We've been building to this. So, Maggie, Matt, talking to you, Matt. We're taking it down a notch. All right? As much as I want to be hilarious. What? What are you laughing about?
I can't help it. The more you talk about it, I keep on
We're being
laughing.
serious. We're being serial, you guys. All right. Boom, 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 boom.
Mr. Go. Jesus.
Clark meets Dr. Swan. Dr. Swan received a message 13 years ago, the day of the meteor shower, in the form of an encrypted transmission. Clark, I've been looking for you. I found the mathematical key to decrypt the message. Since then, I've been wondering what happened to the infant until I saw the symbol on the barn in Kansas and learned that the couple who lived there had adopted a little boy. I assure you, Clark, I do not want to expose you. I just want to know the truth. Clark turns to leave. He's like, no, I'm leaving. And Dr. Swan says, that's fine. If you want... if you leave,
you'll never have another invite to come back.
If he is satisfied, that's fine. But he will not have another opportunity to learn the rest of the transmission. Wait, so I must have skipped the transmission.
Oh, yeah, there was more to it, wasn't there?
Yeah. I thought I had it in here.
It was only part of the transmission, Clark.
Wait, I think I didn't load the most recent version of this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, sorry, everybody. Because I know that I had it in there. I don't know why it wouldn't have loaded in. Yeah, there's been like quotes and stuff. Nope. Still not on here. Shit.
Dang.
Okay. Swan, the Kryptonian message. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I don't have the first part of it. He found a mathematical key to decrypt the message. Since then, he has been wondering what happened to the infant until he saw the symbol on the barn in Kansas and learned that the couple who lived there had adopted a little boy. Damn it. I guess, the first part, I don't know. I thought this was just the end of it, but Swan's full transmission reads, our infant son, our last hope. Please protect him and deliver him from evil. We will be with you, Kal-El, for all the days of your life. But that's not what was in there. So I don't know. I think I'm lost. Anyway, sorry, everybody. Clark then is unable to contain his curiosity, and Dr. Swan shows him the rest of the message. Swan reveals that he followed the message origin from a planet called Krypton, but found nothing, only a space where it used to be. Clark is dismayed to realize that he is probably the only Kryptonian left. Clark says, why me? There must be a reason I was sent to this planet. Dr. Swan says, you won't find the answers by looking at the stars. It's a journey you'll have to take by looking inside yourself. You must write your own destiny, Kal-El. I get chills just thinking about it. God damn it. So good. So good. I can't believe it. Christopher Reeves, man. They got him in here.
Imagine cool dude.
Imagine if they had put like Dean Cain there instead.
Bard.
Yeah, no, that would have been fucking awful. No, obviously, these guys that made Smallville had tons of respect for Superman the movie. They want Smallville to basically lead into Superman the movie in one way or another. So it's just great, seeing the especially after everything that he was willing to be there.
Yeah.
God, it's just so good. And that he was the person to basically pass the mantle of, Superman, basically. He's Kal-El, First person to call him Kal-El. First time we hear Krypton, all these things. Yeah. Straight from Christopher Reeves. So good, man. Anyway, now we're at Chloe's.
Wah, wah, wah.
Chloe finds Lana. Chloe finds Lana at their home packing up her things. She doesn't want her to leave and apologizes for overreacting. She shows Lana her family tree, in which she has put Lana's name under the blank titled Sister, saying her family tree should contain the people that love her instead of the people that aren't there. Lana is touched, and she and Chloe make up. Now we're at the hospital. Lex learns that Dr. Walden's brain was fried from a sort of information overload, and he will likely not regain consciousness. Lex says, give me your secrets, Doctor. Give me your fucking secrets.
I'm comatose.
So now we go to the Kent's storm cellar.
Oh, God, there's a tornado.
Wow. Jonathan finds Clark. Are you okay?
my tooth hit the microphone.
Oh, God. Jonathan finds Clark in the storm cellar contemplating the ship. He offers to listen if Clark wants to talk, but Clark admits that he now knows that he's totally alone. Jonathan tries to reassure him, but Clark tells him that he figured out the other piece of the ship, and he holds up the piece of it, and he says, it's the heart, but he didn't want to try inserting it alone. And Jonathan says they'll do it together. He puts the key into the ship, and it opens. When he inserts the heart, another Kryptonian message appears. Clark says it's a message from his biological father, but he must be reading it wrong. Clark is horrified to learn that he was sent to Earth to conquer the human race.
Bum, bum, bum.
He starts to panic, and Jonathan repeats Dr. Swan's advice that Clark must write his own destiny. Jonathan hugs him, and he seems satisfied with the way that he's helped Clark, but Clark looks uneasy. The end.
Question mark?
The only question mark I have is, what are we going to hear from this word from our sponsors?
This episode is brought to you by patreon.com/hopefullyawesome.
That's right. At the $5 tier, you can have access to every episode we make ad-free and have your name listed in the credits of every video. At $10, you'll be able to get access to our all-new exclusive shows right here on patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. Those include Hopefully Weekly, a weekly show where Maggie and I catch up on all the things that's happened over the past week, both in our life and in the world around us. Family Game Night, a weekly show where Maggie and I will play a variety of board games, from Blockbuster Party Game all the way to Fast and the Furious Heist Game, whatever that is.
Highway heist.
The Hopefully Awesome movie commentary that we'll do once a month, where Maggie and I will watch one of our favorite films and then record us talking about it over it. Kind of like a mix between Mystery Science Theater 3000 and, just us goofing off and talking about nothing related to the film. And lastly, Matt plus Maggie. This is our monthly show where Maggie and I talk about our relationship. I don't think we'll be giving any advice, but hey, tune in. It'll be fun. And if you want to go above and beyond at the $25 level, not only do you get everything that we've just talked about, but you also get a verbal shout out as our Patreon producer of the entire month. All this and more.
So sign up at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome today.
Thank you for that word, Matt and Maggie. We will be sure and do all of the things that you just mentioned. So now, it's time for... It's time for the countdown to Billy! 54 weeks. Sorry, I inhaled a lot of air when I was doing that.
I gotta tell that.
54 weeks.
54.
This has been the countdown to Billy! Alright, I gotta say, this episode, we didn't really take a moment to talk about it.
Yeah.
So good.
Mm-hmm. Chef's kiss.
Okay. Maybe there is a good place to actually bring up a lot of this stuff. It's in the DC references.
Yeah.
We'll bring it up there, but just everything
So
that they
good.
do. I love it. Oh my God. This is one of those, when Smallville finally was like, you know what? Here's your little taste. Here's your little taste.
Guess what? It's real.
Because, a lot of the time it's like, yeah, he's Clark. It's mostly about him and his kids and stuff,
Yeah.
But then it's like, man, he is going to be Superman. Yeah. And they finally give us a link to it,
Yes.
God, it's so good. So now let's get into our Freak of the Week.
Major Funky.
All right. Freak of the Week this week, the octagonal disc. Because there wasn't really a antagonist of any kind.
No.
The only thing fucking shit up for Clark was the octagonal disc.
Yeah.
It
Always has been.
Yeah. And I think this is going to be the best place to put it.
Okay.
Or the best time for the octagonal disc to be listed somewhere. So our current ranking for the Freak of the Week: number 1, Red Clark; number 2, Ryan Frownyface; number 3, Red Pete and Chloe; number 4, Kryptonite Spores; number 5, Kyla; number 6, Whitney; number 7, Sheriff Ethan; boop, boop. Number 8, boop, boop. Stefan; number 9, Eat Randy; number 10, Heat Causing Horn Dog; number 11, Bill Goldberg; number 12, Dixon Part 2, Electric Boogaloo; number 13, Jitters 2; number 14, Mamma Mia; number 15, Life Sucking Corn Dog; and number 23, Bringing Up the Ass, Byron. Maggie, where would
Freaking Byron.
where would you like to put the octagonal disc?
Well, I mean, that thing played a significant part throughout
Yes, very much.
the seasons. And it did cause poor old Clarky a lot of problems.
For sure.
I'm going to say above Red, Pete, and Chloe.
I completely agree.
Ah!
That's exactly where I was thinking.
Yay!
Exactly what I was thinking. All right, so your new number 3, everybody. We got octagonal disc. There we go. All right.
You want me to read it like the doctor?
I guess.
Our ranking of the freaks of the week so far. Current ranking: number 1, Red Clark. Number 2, Ryan Frowny Face. Number 3, Octagonal Disc. Number 4, Red Pete and Chloe. Number 5, Kryptonite Spores. Number 5, Kyla. Number 6, Number 6, Kyla. Number 7, Whitney. Number 8, Sheriff Ethan. Boop, boop, boop. Rest in peace. Number 9, Stefan.
He didn't die.
Well, he's gone.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Number 10, 8, Randy. Number 11, 8, Causing Horror Dog.
Randy.
Number 11, Bill Goldberg. Number 12, Nixon Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Number 14, Jitters 2. Number 15, Mamma Mia. And number 16, Life Sucking Corn Dog. And number 23, bringing up the rear end, is Byron No Other.
Good job, Maggie.
Thanks. My nose itches
That
now.
That went a really long time. And you stuck with it.
Yeah.
You could have give up.
I could have talked like this the whole entire time.
Jeez. All right. Now let's talk about no flights, no tides. Did they break the rule this week?
Yes.
That's
He
it?
flew. He flew.
Did he?
He flew.
Did he?
He flew.
When did he fly?
At the beginning.
In his dream?
But, Matt, he was found out on the road. He flew. Quit playing me.
I mean, I don't know. Did he fly?
I say he flew.
We didn't see it.
There was clouds, Matt.
That was his dream.
But, Matt, that was
It was
the
all
same.
a dream.
I remember me making the same argument during the pilot.
You mean in the second episode?
Whoops, my bad.
When
Second.
it shows him waking up, floating above his bed, breaking gravity. Floating is flying.
Matt,
He was defying gravity.
he flew.
In episode 2.
In this episode, though.
Oh, no.
He flew. He flew.
It's implied that he flew.
He flew, everybody.
All
He
right.
flew.
Yes. That segment needed to be more than 2 seconds long.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you said, oh, that's it.
Now it's time to get into DCU references, part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
All right. Now this is where we're really going to talk some stuff. The Rosetta Stone, an ancient stone tablet with the same message written in Egyptian hieroglyphic, Demotic Egyptian, and classical Greek. It made it possible to translate the entire Egyptian language, and nothing like it has ever been found to translate any other ancient language. The title refers to the encrypted Kryptonian transmission found by Dr. Swan. This is the first episode in the entire series to have no real antagonist, not even a disease to fight against. Instead, conflict arises from the effects the key is having on Clark.
You're right.
The photographs that Lana is snooping into were of Chloe and Clark at the spring formal in Tempest, and the ones Chloe did not delete in Vortex. Chloe refers to when Clark was sick, which happened in the episode Fever. This episode marks the 5th appearance of Clark's red jacket, blue shirt outfit. Christopher Reeve's portrayal of Dr. Swan is significant because Reeve portrayed Superman in Superman the movie and its sequels. Swan's backstory is referenced as someone who gained prominence during the 70s, a nod to Reeves' blossoming career after his appearance in the 1978 Superman film. For the first time on Smallville, this episode contains many strains of John Williams' original movie score. At the end of the episode, Tom Welling and Christopher Reeve star in a PSA for the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation. Reeve was paralyzed in 1995 in a horseback riding accident and worked tirelessly to expand paralysis treatment options in hopes of a cure until his death in 2004. Chloe says the following about Virgil Swan. I mean, this guy has so much hardware in space that Scientific America dubbed him the Man of Tomorrow. Obviously, a reference to one of the many titles given to Superman. This is the first time Krypton is mentioned in the series. This is the first episode in which Clark's Kryptonian name, Kal-El, is mentioned. The Kryptonian message included in this episode are real, using the official Kryptonian alphabet from DC Comics, which has a 1-to-1 character transliteration for all 26 letters of the alphabet, and is provided to Smallville production staff by DC Comics.
Oh.
Sometimes the letters are seen in a linear string like Dr. Swan's screen. Alternately, the show's art department stylizes the individual Kryptonian letters into one character to represent a word, like the symbol for hope seen in this episode. Swan's full transmission reads, "This is Kal-El of Krypton, our infant son, our last hope. Please protect him and deliver him from evil. We will be with you, Kal-El, for all the days of your life." In one comic, Clark is given a scrap of parchment. He is told that it was found in his hand when he was a baby. It was written in Kryptonian and read, "Whoever on the planet Earth finds this, please care for my baby as you would your own," signed by Lara, my wife of Jor-El. So that's kind of a reference to that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's their own thing. The message in Clark's ship from Jor-El says, in the Kryptonian, when it's translated, "On this third planet from the star Sol, you'll be a god among men. They're a flawed race. Rule them with strength, my son. This is where your greatness lies." The idea that Superman might be destined to rule the world as a tyrant was the theme of a comic storyline titled Absolute Power. The storyline played out in a comic titled Superman Batman, issues 14 through 18, the summary of which was, time travelers kill all the members of the Justice League except for young versions of Superman and Batman. They kidnap these two heroes and raise them as their own children. They are taught to become ruthless, murderous dictators, and in the end they restore the timeline, but they are haunted by the lives they once lived. That was also, I believe, I know Jeff Loeb wrote the first several issues of Batman Superman. I think he wrote this. I think he wrote Absolute Power. Okay. Which it was one of the first books I read getting back into comics.
Yeah.
The cover of it was, it's the Statue of Liberty, but it's Batman and Superman.
Oh, wow.
Back to back as one statue. Yeah, it's a really good story. This was also the theme of the unpublished 1933 Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster story, Reign of the Superman, which led to the development of the original heroic Superman concept. In the comics, the Kryptonian symbol for hope is the House of El symbol, not the symbol shown in this episode. So there you go. Honestly, them bringing in the John Williams score.
Yes.
Like that. I mean, anytime you want to, just connect it with Superman, like that is just such that song just represents Superman. It is the perfect sound. Yes. I mean, the fact that they used it in the Justice League movie, Justice League, it wasn't obviously not the real one. But it's just, God, so good. I mean, that, the fact that they wanted to do that, this really feels like they were wanting to own the fact that they are a Superman show, which was nice. Because in season 1, it was a fun thing, but it kind of felt like they were an arm's length away. They're like, yeah, we're Superman, but we're a teen drama, And this one really feels like they're owning it. And that it's okay to be a comic book show,
Yes.
Yeah. And they made it great. They made it work, It's crazy that we had to get, 38 episodes into a show about Clark Kent before we learn that he's from Krypton, before we learn his name was Kal-El, like just all of those things, you know, that's wild. Like, can you imagine a show coming out now doing that? Like, people would be rioting. People get pissed that we have to wait 6 episodes to see the person in their costume for the first time, you know? Yeah. And it's like, dude, you're never going to see Clark in his costume, you know, at this rate, you know? Anyway. So, all that being said, it's time to do the Talon Mix. Remy Zero!
Hey, I like these guys. Yeah. Remy Zero!
Leaving Town Alive by Poncho's Lament. The Scientist by Coldplay. Yeah, I think it was playing when Clark was drawing the family characters. Nuclear by Ryan Adams. Satellite by Kid Lightning. Superman theme by John Williams. And The Fortress of Solitude, also by John Williams. Next week, Season 2, Episode 18, Visitor. Ooh. Maggie, based solely off the title, what do you think next week's episode is about?
Visitor from outer space.
We come from France.
I want to meet human beings.
That's a Coneheads reference.
Yeah.
For everybody. You know, very topical.
Very topical. Visitor, I mean, it could be anybody or anything, you know? You're giving me a weird look.
Nah, I'm just
okay.
Curious. So you think it's somebody like an alien? You really think they're gonna bring aliens into this like at this point in the show?
Yes.
All right. Hey, take a big swing.
Or it could be a visitor from the family.
Ah.
Visiting again.
Like from Clark's family?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be interesting. Like they got to put on a show to like keep
like,
Clark's secret.
You don't mind Clark, you know.
The classic sitcom fodder. Right there, you know.
Yep.
Gotta keep the dog hidden, so we gotta do a little dance, you know.
Look at us while Clark starts a fire with his eyes.
Look at me, I'm dancing crazy. All right. That's it, everybody. That is the episode. You're fine, honey. That's it. That's the whole episode of Going Back to Smallville. Remember, if this is your first time stopping by, thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this. We do this every week. And we will continue next week and the week thereafter. We also have a new show, Going Back to Beast Wars. Feel free to check that out. Even if you're not a fan of Beast Wars, it is very much in line with this show. The comedic stuff, we cover, you know, what all happens and everything. And if you're looking to have a little bit of knowledge going into the new Rise of the Beast Transformers movie, that's kind of the whole point of why we're doing that show. So, that is going to wrap it up for us this week.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Remember, if you'd like to get the show ad-free and early, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, where you can get that, as well as many other exclusive pieces of content only available at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. Did I say kind of funny earlier?
You did.
Okay, for some reason I thought I said kind of funny.
We apologize if we said kind of funny. Don't sue us.
No, it's not suing. I just want to make sure if they're trying to give us money, that they give it to us, not kind of funny. Maybe I said money. Maybe that's what's in my head.
I think so.
Patreon.com/hopefullyawesome is where you can go to do that. But that is going to wrap it up for us this week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you. We will see you next week. Thanks for watching. And as always,
have a hopefully awesome day.
Bye.